Well, hello, folks. Welcome back to another edition of the MC Radio Show. I'm your humble host and your talking companion, Mike Mo here for my fifth episode of the series here on Wednesday, September 4th, 2019. Here for episode 5 of this new series. I see my views have picked up a little bit, so this is obviously starting to come. So some people starting to come back. Hopefully, you guys will enjoy these. Today is Wednesday. I actually had the day off because my clothes are a little bit different. I had the day off today because I actually had my first physical doctor's appointment for the first time in I think about a year. So what ended up happening today, guys, is I ended up going to my new primary care physician today, and I needed this for a long time. Since I have new health insurance, I can pick my people a little bit differently now. So I can pick people that are better, and I don't have to pick people that are mass health related. So, and the doctor I have chosen is actually pretty darn good. Actually, most of my family sees her. I'm not going to name names because she is a professional, so I'm going to give her the courtesy, just like everybody else. So I went out. So I went there about 10 o'clock. Well, I got there about early because I need to fill out some paperwork. So I ended up. Um, so I ended up. Getting through it. It took about half an hour. I actually ended up getting a tetanus shot because I'm working retail. I got to stay healthy. And I also got blood drawn today, and I actually didn't faint. Thank you very much. I think this is the first time I didn't keel over after I took blood. So yeah, I think that everything went good today, and that I think I am doing well. She said I had to lose a little bit of weight. I don't be able to do that since I'm not going to see her in a year. I'm also got a bunch of other goodies. I've got scripts for EpiPens and all this other good stuff, and that's a good thing for everything. Got to relax a little today, but got to play a little Skyrim. Got to relax a little bit. Took a walk actually because I told the doctor I'd take a walk and started eating a little bit better. I actually took my last convenience store trip today because as of today, that's it. No more convenience store trips. I'm just going to take walks. I'm going to take water around with me. And she gave me a regimen for my diet, all this other stuff, because I'm trying to lose within the next year or so. I'm going to try to maintain a 15-pound gap, and I think I can do that. I'm going to try to lose maybe 20, probably, but I can set my mind to it, so I can do so. So that's that part. Also tried to clean my room a little bit. Not very successful. I'll have to do it again on. I'll have to do it sometime this week. We're actually having a birthday celebration for me on the 7th, so it's about 3 days from now. We're actually going to have Tahiti. It's a restaurant. It's a Chinese restaurant up here in Massachusetts, in a town called Dedham, not too far from me. It's about 20 minutes away from me. It's actually a pretty good place, actually. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna go there on Saturday after work because I have to work 3:30 to 7 to 3:30 because I was gonna have the day off, but April had something to do of course, had something to do on that day. She was actually going to go, but she had to visit her grandmother or something, so I couldn't impede her from doing that, because I'm gonna be the gentleman. I also, that's coming up. I'll do a episode on Monday regarding that, probably. Actually, speaking of work, I actually told you guys that I'm actually thinking of leaving, so today I started to look a little bit, started to weigh up my options and do a few things because I feel that I need to move on a little bit and that I need to take the steps to get out of there, and my parents support the decision in full, and that's good. The reason why I'm leaving, and this kind of tipped the scales and kind of really put my thoughts into to that sort of thing. So, not today, but yesterday, I was having, I before I left work, I had a conversation, and I was telling April that, it was there was a couple of changes that got made, and it's because I spoke up about a couple of things, and um, about a couple of things. And I said, well, they should be listening to me. I have seniority / experience, and I was met with secretly, probably one of the worst answers I probably could have ever heard. You go and I'll tell you why I'm saying what I'm saying after. Um, Now, personally, seniority is an important thing in life. It definitely gives you motivation. It definitely motivates you to go higher and stay ahead of everybody. I believe that's what capitalism has done for us. But it also allows teams to have a leader, and everything, and allows people for somebody to look up to learn off of. And I feel I have that role, and it's a role I don't abuse because I want to teach people to do things right. But if people don't want to learn and people don't want to fix things, then that's their problem, technically. So I say nay to those people because you're missing really good advice, and you should be listening to me. I think it's because the reason why she's saying seniority doesn't exist is because I think she's having trouble. I think what's happening is she's having trouble. She's having trouble getting the younger folks to listen to her a little bit. When in reality, some of the younger folks are just either grab a paycheck or are just trying to make ends meet, or just trying to earn, get experience, get experience, or just to be there so that they can have a job. So people are just there to just do the job, go home, and all that other stuff. And I think they do listen to seniority and authority. It's just that you got to approach them in a certain way. And now I do agree why she's thinking that way, because she's trying to blend in with these guys, which is great. The only thing is, though, is her logic is a little off. She says, "Oh, it's not about who has. It's all about the team, and it's all about teamwork, and it's all about being even." And I said, and that's all good, I think, but you got to have somebody that's going to be able to lead, and somebody who has the knowledge and everything. And somebody who has, well, not sage advice, but literally, but wisdom, shall I say. And that kind of disturbed me a little, that somebody as intellectual as that kind of told me that. But I'm pretty sure she's doing that. I'm pretty sure she doesn't believe that completely. She's doing that probably to blend in. Probably something that I taught her a little bit. And I'm happy about that, actually. And while the logic is off a little bit, it actually is kind of off kilter a little bit. And the reason why I say it's off kilter in a good way is because she's trying to conform with the bosses at work and trying to blend in, which is a good thing. The only thing is, though, I don't think that will work anywhere else, because I'm pretty sure seniority is a thing, but I'm pretty sure it's because no one listens to her as much, and it takes a long time for things to come out. I have a piece of advice for that, and I wish I could say it. It's how you deliver. It's how you deliver your advice, and it's how you deliver, and it's how you voice it, and what intention you have, and what concern you have. You have to do it in a certain style. I think either she's had to tone it down, or she's having trouble doing so, and she'll obviously have to learn that as she goes. And that's part of the blending in part. So, I think I may have done that seniority thing. If you guys aren't listening right now, the reason why I'm doing all this reasoning is because a little bit of a test here to see if she wants to see if she's blending in, and see if she knows what's going on, and that's a great thing. Um, so it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to anger, or wasn't meant to do anything. I think it was meant to um, see what she was at, and I think she's doing really good. Um, and that's sometimes what you have to do in order to, um, you have to do kind of logic that's kind of outside the box. And for her to talk like that, it's kind of outside the box for her, because usually she talks a certain way to those guys and they're like, but the way she's talking now, it's more outside the box. It's kind of outside the box for her, a little bit. So, um, and that's how I flag, is outside the box. So, and act is outside the box. So it throws them off kilter, and it is definitely throwing them off kilter, which is great. Um, so I say, other outside the box logic and thinking sort of has an advantage. Um, I'm pretty sure she knows. I'm pretty sure the reason why it is because she's kind of sore that nobody's listening. So she's like, okay, I should blend in, or I'm not gonna get. Hold on 1 second. All right, sorry about that. My mother wanted me to grab one thing because she's making a poster board for my 30th birthday on the 7th. So, so in terms of growth, I think she's doing well. So that's the reason why I'm making one of my decisions to leave, because she's growing at a rate that's really, really, really good. A lot of people don't see it, but I do. And I was kind of telling my dad the other day, yesterday, I said, a lot of people don't care about that, about her, but I do. So, and I told her I want to try to help people on a massive scale. I don't care how long it takes. So I was telling him she was a tough nut to crack, or a tough egg to crack. And he says you got to be careful with that one. That's an antique. It's an antique there. You got to be careful about there, buddy. So yeah, she's a tough egg to crack. I'm just gonna use crack as nuts, kind of a little, like kind of implies this, but she's like me. She's got to learn difference. So she was a little tough to crack, but I was up to the challenge, and I'm still up to the challenge. I say she's got fire in her belly, and she's got so much intensity. So she has that going for her, and she knows it, but she hasn't realized it yet. I think she's got great potential, and this shows it. I mean, she's still got some get up and go. She sort of changed her mind on me yesterday. I said, hey, she was doing some zoning yesterday. I said, oh, you want me to leave? And she goes, no, you're all right for the moment. And then 2 seconds later, she's like, Mike, I'm sorry. You might want to. Sorry, Mike. I know you want to stay and talk, but maybe we'll talk another time. And I'm like, all right, bye. So yeah. I like that she can speak up for herself, and I think that was a little bit stronger. She actually changed her mind, and I actually like that. She would have kept on talking back in the old days, and I'm really proud of that too. Like she was like, the way she said it, she was like, Mike, and I'm sorry, because I don't want us to get in trouble. I'm like, fair, fair's fair. So, it's good and everything. So it's the reason why I'm want to leave. And as I said, I'm grooming the other guy. I think the other same way. So I think I have good hands. And the guy coming in, Chris, he's from a big grocery chain. It'll be fun. And I think the system that the other guy, Tim, and I have is also pretty good. It's unconventional. It's kind of unconventional, but for some odd reason it works. So, and I don't mind taking the workload because I've been there. I did carts for 6.5 years by myself, and I did everything by myself on some days. So, kind of used to it. So I'm not complaining. Sort of getting back to my old self, actually, which is actually fun, so that's good. Um, but with all the additives. So I think that's a great thing, and I think she's doing well. I think I'm doing well. I think I progressed well, but as of right now, I think I plateaued, and I think I'm outgrowing them a little bit. But I won't say that because I got to be fair to them. Um, I think being with the Target crew for the last 11 years has been fun. I've had so many great challenges over the years, so many great rivalries, so many great things going on. I mean, um, I'm pretty sure that I've had some good friendly rivalries over the years too. I'm pretty sure my old boss, she's out there, Terry, probably, there was a good old friendly rivalry there. I learned a lot. She learned a lot from me. I'm pretty sure I've had some, and I've had some friendly rivalries with other LODs at the time to test my strength a little bit. And I've had friendly, and I've had some pretty contentious. I've also had some pretty contentious relationships with some of the bosses. I'm pretty sure one of our old managers, I'm not going to name names, had pretty contentious go at it, and I think our last ETL in market, Cheryl, that was her name. If she's out there, I think she had the right idea, but too much contention there. She was an interesting person. Let's just say that. I'm just going to be fair, and everything. Nothing short of. If there was one person that I kind of figured out and I kind of learned the patterns of quick and learned how to deal with it, it was that one. Because unfortunately, corporate America, it's all their emotions are linear, so you can figure them out in 2 seconds. So yeah, I kind of figured that one out, and it was a good challenge, but didn't last long. I like a challenge, and I don't back down from a challenge. So, yes, I did quote Team 4-Star Goku, thank you very much for that one. Lawrence Simpson, I want to give kudos to for that one. Or Masako X, as he's known on the interwebs. Probably one of my favorite portrayals, probably one of my favorite humorous portrayals of Goku, probably of all time, but kind of had that going. So yeah. Guys, I think the end of the road is near. I definitely won't be talking about something as depressing on Friday. So I'll maybe a little bit of an upbeat. Maybe I'll talk about my adventures in Skyrim or something on Friday or something like that. But yeah, folks, I'm gonna bid this one adieu. My name is Mike Camo, your humble host, here for MC Radio Show episode number 5 here on September 4th, 2019. As usual, everybody, long live America, long live democracy, long live this great nation. Amen to my grandparents, prayers to my grandmother. Pray for my friends Thomas, Megan, and April for their success, their health, and their ability to go over obstacles and challenge life and take it by the horns. Mike Mo here for another vlog, for another MC Radio Show transmission. Signing off for tonight, and good night, people, and I will see you guys on Friday night. Good night, America, and send us the transmission for the broadcast day. Good night.